let's talk about the power packed inside a single word. Seriously. Today, we're diving into this really fascinating idea called basic English, and we're going to do it by looking at just one simple, everyday word to see what it can really do. Okay, I'm just going to throw a number at you, 850. Now, what if I told you that you could express pretty much any idea you have, clearly and effectively, with a vocabulary of just 850 words? I know, it sounds kind of impossible, right? Well, believe it or not, that's the whole idea. 850 is the exact number of words on the basic English list. It was designed way back in the 1930s as a way for people all over the world to communicate clearly. You can think of it like a complete toolkit for speaking, just built from a super small set of core pieces. So how on earth does this actually work in the real world? Well, we're going to take one of those 850 words and use it as our guide today. And that word is shade. It's such a perfect example of just how much heavy lifting one simple word can do.
First up, let's just look at shade when it's being a noun. Right off the bat, even in this one role, it's already pulling double duty, handling two totally different meanings.
So the first meaning is, well, it's physical. It's something you can feel. It's that cool spot created when something blocks the sun. You know, like when you're resting in the shade of a tree because it's just too hot out. We all know exactly what that feels like.
And then, boom, here's where it gets more abstract. Shade also describes a small difference between colors. We talk about different shades of green or shades of gray. So the same word that describes a physical shadow can also describe a subtle visual idea. How efficient is that?
But hold on, we're not even close to done. The real power of this word starts to show when it becomes a verb. As a verb, it can describe three very different kinds of actions. Okay, so the first verb meaning connects right back to our first noun. To shade something is to shield it from light. It's the action of making shade. See how the noun and the verb are totally linked? It just makes sense. Now, this next one is a bit more sophisticated. To shade towards something means to change or move toward it gradually. Think about a field. The grassland was green, shading towards brown. It's a simple word that's describing a really complex process of slow change. And finally, we've got a really specific, almost technical meaning. If you're an artist, to shade means to add darkness to a drawing to give it depth and make it look 3D. So think about it. This one word covers nature, abstract ideas, and art. And you know what the best part is? It's a regular verb. Shade, shades, shaded, shading. No weird grammar rules to memorize. It's a dependable, easy-to-use tool, which is exactly what you want from a core word in a system like this. Okay, so let's zoom out and pull this all together. What has our little journey with the word shade really taught us about the power of simple words? And why is this 850-word system so clever? The real genius here is just how simple it is. We've just seen one single word, shade, act as a noun and a verb. It covers real, physical things like shadows and totally abstract ideas like gradual change. The entire system works by taking these flexible, powerful words and using them like Legos to build almost any complex thought you can imagine. And that right there, that gets to the absolute heart of it. Basic English was never about limiting what you can say or having fewer ideas. It's about giving you a powerful and efficient toolkit. It's proof that you don't need a million words. You just need the right foundational words to build your ideas with real clarity. So I'll leave you with a question to chew on. What's the most useful, multi-purpose, simple word that you know? Think about it. The next time you use it, maybe you'll have a new appreciation for all the power that's packed inside. Thanks for tuning in for this explainer.